I know the worst thing I can do is start off by apologising for why I'm about to suck, but I'm actually, there's a gimme for you, judges. I'm bronchitis boy today, so if I throw up a lung while I'm talking, that's not part of it, and please call an ambulance. It's a terrible day to be going last, you know, when you're feeling awful, and we've got brain eating, singing. This guy gave us full frontal nudity. And I feel that my presentation would be better if it included all of those things, so I promise next year. I want you to imagine the situation. I'm sure that pretty much everybody in the room has had those moments where we've gone to a prospective client. Now, perhaps you're trying to get a gig as a speaker at a 2-day conference, or perhaps trying to place a speaker at a 2-day conference, or maybe taking on someone in a consultancy role, or maybe trying to get a training gig with a particular company in front of an HR manager. And they go straight to, what's your fee? How much do you charge? What's your rate? Straight away they make it about money. The temptation for us, and it's a natural reaction, is for us to go, geez, money's really important to this person, and allow the conversation to go down that flow. A couple of bad things have happened there. One is the fact that they're now controlling the conversation. And two, our assumption that money is really important to this person actually is very rarely true. But it's a natural thing for us to feel because they've gone straight there. I want to share something with you. A couple of years ago, I had to buy a new suit. And wandering to first suit shop, they all look the same to me. I see 40,000 shades of grey. I'm looking for some kind of really cool deal. I'm looking for a sign that says $3,000 suit for $1,200. I think, well, that'd be pretty sweet. I like that. But the first shop didn't have any really cool deals there. So my wife and I, we left. The next place we went to a few days later, you know, it was a suit shop. I might wander in there. I look around, 40,000 shades of grey. I don't see the super duper deal. And afterwards, my wife Sandy said, you didn't even try one on. What's the go with that? And I said, look, I'm looking for a good deal. I'm looking for, you know, the right suit. She's like, why do you care about that? Why is money so important to you? You're not that guy. And she was right. I thought, that's really odd. Why am I behaving like this? And some of you may have already worked this out. And that is, I don't know anything about suits. I know nothing. I don't know what makes a $3,000 suit a $3,000 suit. But in the absence of any kind of facts or information about this decision, I went straight to the common denominator. I went straight to the big thing that always factors in almost every single decision in the world, and that is I went to money. Although I was doing it subconsciously, I wasn't actually consciously doing it. So I continued on with my search for a suit. The next place I went to was, of all places, Logan Hyperdome. The last word in sartorial elegance, I think you'd agree with me there, without doubt. Do we have anybody from Logan here? Sorry. Could have been ugly. Look, they know anyway, Jesus. Anyway, I went into the suit shop and I was stuck in this pattern where I was looking for this deal. Look around and the person says to me, can I help you? I said that thing that we all say, just looking. Didn't see the super duper deal. So as we're walking out, the guy says, before you go, what size suit are you? Had no clue. And I think if I'd asked most of the guys in here, you probably don't know, do you? And this guy knew that. I said, no, we're conditioned when we're asked a question to answer. I said, no, I don't. He said, look, before you go, what I'll do is I'll measure you up so you know what size suit to look for. Now, how do you say no to that? This guy had complete control. He made my mind his bitch, totally. So, poor turn of phrase, I know, bronchitis boy, medication. Anyway, so he's measuring me up, and he's, you know, with the measurements, he says, you know what would suit your frame? I've got a couple of styles of jackets. Do you want to try them on? And again, how do you say no to that? So there I am, trying on the jackets. Now, let's put ourselves in that situation when we're sitting across from someone that we would like to engage in a professional relationship with, and they go money, and our response is to go money back to them. The problem with that is, of course, that if you do happen to engage in a professional relationship, you take this person on as a client, or maybe they hire you as their regular trainer, or you do get that speaking gig, that 2-day conference that they've got coming up, you are already dictating the terms of your professional relationship with this person. And there's an old cliche that we use as salespeople. We say, once you give it away, you can never get it back. The temptation, when we start talking money early in the piece, is to give it away. We say, well, money's important to this person, so I'll do them a deal, go in at a low rate here, then they'll discover how good I am, and then they'll pay me what I'm worth. It's never going to happen. What we need to do is be like the guy in the suit shop. When they do talk to you about money, move them away from money to about what you do, because that's why they've said, what's your rate? That's why they've said, is that negotiable? That's why it's about the money, because they don't know what it is that you do. They don't understand, and they need your help to move them away from the price to make it about the product. How do we do that? It's a tricky thing to do. As a salesperson, I tend to adopt the normal way of handling objections. And the first thing is always to empathise. Look, Mr. Prospective Client, I completely understand. Value is important to me as well. But do you mind if I just ask you a couple of questions? What kind of outcomes are you hoping for from your 2-day conference? If we do enter in a professional relationship as a consultancy, what kind of positive change do you want to see from your staff? They're only asking about the money because they don't know enough about how engaging you, working with you, hiring you is going to make their life better. What we need to do is move them away from the product, from the price, and make it about the product. Thank you.